everyone, welcome to this very special episode of HDFC Life Presents Life Sessions in partnership with ET Now. We're talking about a very core concept of life insurance, which is protection, and it is so much the need of the hour because whatever financial stability is required by people, the foundation of that is protection. I'm joined by a stellar panel of experts who will be talking to me and shedding more light on this very important topic. First up, let me introduce our insurance experts from HDFC Life. The insurance experts with me today here are Mr. Manish Bhargava, Mr. Girish Kulkarni, Mr. Sameer Jain, and Mr. Anupam Goyal, and we also have Vaibhav Gupta, who's the head strategy and growth proprietary channels at HDFC Life. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Vaibhav, let's kickstart. I want you to come in to just set a little context for me, because in the runabout of daily life, in the aim of creating wealth and generating income, very often protection stays back. It just falls aside. Why do you think that somewhere individuals deprioritize protection? And most importantly, how do we bridge this gap in this thought process?
So, I think let me start with an example, a situation, right? Let's think of a young individual who is about 30 years of age. He has just started earning. He has bought a home. He is of course married, and he has started saving for his family. He's doing savings for his child's education, then subsequently child's wedding. So on paper, everything looks nice, right? He's planning everything for the future. But he has one critical assumption in this entire planning, that his income will continue for the next 15 to 25 years, right? And that assumption is often not thought about. Nobody protects for that assumption, right? People don't even think about it, because it's human nature, right? We always think of positives. We always think of nice things in life. We don't want to think of uncertainties, risks, etc. So, and if that assumption is not protected, the entire dream can be impacted, right? So that is where I think people make a mistake, that people don't take protection that seriously, and that is exactly where the protection takes a backseat. So what is needed actually is a mindset shift. Protection for all of us is not a product, it's a fundamental need. It's the very starting process of financial planning for anybody in India, right? So I think that's where the mindset shift has to start, and that's where protection is extremely important.
Fantastic, absolutely, because the unknowns are what we rarely think about, but it is guidance that people need through insurance experts like these, and I'll be bringing you in on the conversation right now, which is where people get to know of this and are helped to plan for this. So Anupam, I'll bring you in on this point, exactly like what Vaibhav said. So also, we do know that in India the protection gap is extremely high. So in your opinion, why do you think protection plans today are so critical, and what do you see in your interaction with so many customers, that what more can be done on ground to help increase that adoption?
Well, I think actually most families lack financial protection across segments and geographies. And life insurance, rather term insurance, can definitely fill this gap in case of any mishappening, in case of any uncertainty. In India, actually, the growth of, if we'll talk about actual protection life insurance product is relatively very lower in tier 2 and tier 3 cities in comparison with metros. Historically, if you'll see, the growth of term plan products or penetration towards term plan products is as low as only 16% in tier 2 cities. The main reason for this under penetration is not affordability, it's actually lack of awareness. People can definitely buy these term products because the premiums are not really too big. The only thing is that first of all they need to be educated. We have to make them understand that the buying of term plan is actually need of the hour, and it would be for the benefit and safety of their own families.
Absolutely, right.
So that is the main concern.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the aim for doing this kind of program also, to have these in-depth conversations so that people become more aware become more curious and hopefully bust their myths. And we will be talking about some of the myths a little later. But Sameer, I'll come to you now. You know, the profile of the customer has changed. Pehle hota tha, it would just be the one man, the bread earner, but women are now earning as well. They are buying. Gen Z is buying. The young people, many thankfully are in their first jobs and they are open to buying insurance. What, in your experience, would you tell a 25-year-old who is starting protection early, and how would you kind of tell them that, hey, this is one of your smartest financial decisions?
See one thing, undoubtedly, Gen Z is a very smart, intelligent, and most young people. And in the age of 25, 30, all the Gen Zs we see along that they are having the startups, they are having the good jobs, they are earning very good salaries, and everything is good there. But still, with the intelligence, there is lack of taking the protection. There is lack because, as Anupam told us, the awareness is, unawareness is there, right? So, if the Gen Z go for the protection, this is the first. Actually, they have to make this first goal. Actually, because if they go for any kind of financial planning, this is the most what you can say is important part of the financial planning, because their ages, they are too young. They are just 25, 30, and at this age, they can buy at very cheap rates protection, and they can get it in a huge amount also.
Yeah.
Because later on, if they go for the late ages, then there may be some of the health issues may arise, and due to those health issues, they might didn't get the protection plan.
Yeah.
In future, for their family, for their children, for their parents, we are having very well secured, my family is well secured, then they can pass on their money to like guaranteed plans or any kind of the market plans.
I think it's more like, you know, trying to tell them that, say, if it's a book, if a financial plan, your financial journey is a book, this is maybe before the introduction also, as the preface or the author's note, that term insurance protection plan should be taken right there. Manish, I just want to bring you in on one important point. Whenever we talk about the importance of protection planning, and we were also discussing this earlier, that in India, unfortunately, many people are underinsured. What, in your view, could you share some practical tips for planning term insurance? And the most important question, the $1 million question, how do you decide that amount of how much cover should we take?
एक्चुअली हमारे देश में सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि लोग व्हीकल इंश्योरेंस कराना ज़्यादा प्रेफर करते हैं इंस्टेड ऑफ टर्म इंश्योरेंस. लोगों को मालूम है कि चालान हो जाएगा, सड़क पे निकलेंगे तो पहले कार का इंश्योरेंस है, लेकिन कार मालिक का इंश्योरेंस कोई नहीं लेता. जब लोगों को ये मालूम चलेगा, जब कार मालिक ही नहीं रहेगा तो कार का क्या करेंगे. टर्म प्लान हम इसलिए सजेस्ट करते हैं कि तो बहुत ही यू नो इट इज़ वेरी वेरी स्मॉल पार्ट ऑफ योर इनकम, राइट. एटलीस्ट वन शुड टेक 10 to 12 times of your yearly income in order to at least start for the term plan. Later on वो अपने फाइनेंशियल गोल के हिसाब से जो अपना लोन है, फैमिली साइज है, फैमिली में मैरिजेबल चिल्ड्रन है, स्कूल गोइंग चिल्ड्रंस है, फैमिली इंक्रीज होती है, तो उस हिसाब से वो उसको इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं. उसके बाद HDFC में हमारे यहाँ ऐसे राइडर्स अवेलेबल हैं, काफ़ी अच्छे राइडर्स हैं, परमानेंट डिसेबिलिटी राइडर है, एक्सीडेंटल राइडर है, तो वो उसको ऐड ऑन कर सकते हो. तो काफ़ी सारे ऑप्शंस टर्म प्लान के अंदर अवेलेबल हैं.
बहुत ज़रूरी है. और जो आप कह रहे हैं ना, जो सारे पैनलिस्ट भी कह रहे हैं कि अगर कम उम्र में ही शुरुआत हो गई इसकी, तो पहले से ही सिक्योर स्टेबिलिटी मिल जाती है.
मॉर्टेलिटी चार्जेस कम उम्र में सबसे कम होते हैं. तो आप स्टार्ट करके बहुत कम प्रीमियम में स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, और लेटर ऑन प्रीमियम हर साल चेंज नहीं होता. प्रीमियम तो वही रहेगा आपका, आप 60 साल के हो जाओगे तो भी उतना ही रहेगा जो आज आपने स्टार्ट किया है. तो वन शुड स्टार्ट वेरी अर्ली.
So you lock it in at a lower cost also. So it's
right.
As in a way, it's kind of very smartness also. वो बोले तो करके. Girish, now I'll bring you in, and this is my favorite part of this conversation, okay? Because there are always so many myths. And there are tons of myths about term insurance. So I want your help. Tell me, what are the biggest myths you come across in your conversation with people, and just bust those myths for us. Help our audience.
Yeah, I think that's a very relevant question, because there are a few common myths in this particular society about the term insurance and other insurance products. and these myths are the only things which are actually hampering or delaying the decision of an customer to get an insurance product. So to start, I would say that it is a common myth, common perception that insurance is very expensive. I think if you start at the right age, early, then the cost of term insurance would be as low as certain discretionary expenses every month. Then second would be the timing of buying the insurance. So when one should buy an insurance. And the wrong perception would be that once I'll start my family, then I'll think of buying an insurance. Rather, as few of us rightly pointed out, earlier the better, because there are two aspects to it. One is eligibility and the second is cost. And if you buy it at an early age, both these aspects favor you a lot. Third would be the impugned perception of claim settlement, I would say. So people usually think that insurance companies do not honor the claim as they should. But if we see the statistics, I think the claim settlement ratios nowadays across the industries are strong. And I think that creates a sense of trust, as well as that in a way shows the maturity of this particular industry, insurance industry. Then there would be another story wherein people think that if I buy an insurance and I don't utilize that, it's a cost, it's an expense. But as this gentleman also rightly pointed out, he said that you buy a vehicle insurance, so you don't think about it, right? So if two questions are asked to audience, A, do you have a vehicle? B, do you have insurance for it? I think for 99.9% of the cases, the answer would be yes for both the questions. So if we have a vehicle insurance in place without thinking much, then why are we thinking for our own, safety and security of the family? The last one would be rather when we are buying term insurance, overall costing. So overall costing, whether it increases or remains the same, that is another point that people have in mind. So I think if you buy early, then that premium is still, and that remains for a longer period of time.
And Girish, one other common thing that I have heard when talking to people is when they say that, hey, I'm in a job, I've got employer cover, that's enough, I don't need to get my own term insurance protection plan. What's your take on that?
So I would say that it's good that you have insurance in place which is provided by your employer, but it should be, there are two aspects to it. Longevity of the insurance cover and permanence, because you keep on shifting the jobs, so it's not permanent in nature. So having a personal insurance for your own self, thinking from the long-term perspective is suggested always.
Absolutely, because also, I'll just come to you, Manish, because also nowadays it's very often people start their own venture, they want to become entrepreneurs, then you lose the employer cover completely. And just one more point I wanted to really point out, just taking ahead what you said about the claims being paid. The beauty is with the regulator and the whole industry joining hands to keeping those statistics so transparent. I can just go online, search it, and I will know claim settlement ratios, which is what, when you're going with a trusted insurance provider, that's where your trust is placed there. हाँ मनीष, आप ऐड करना चाहते हैं?
यस, मैं ऐड करना चाहता हूँ कि एम्प्लॉय कवर जो बेसिकली इस टाइप से है कि हम पूरे दिन मार्केट में निकलते हैं अम्ब्रेला के साथ में, बट वेयर देयर इज ए रेनी सीजन देयर इज नो अम्ब्रेला, कि आपने जैसे एम्प्लॉयर को छोड़ा वो इंश्योरेंस खत्म हो जाता है. एंड नाउ डेज अवेयर इज सो मच. अब धीरे धीरे जैसे जैसे हम डिजिटल मार्केट में जा रहे हैं, HDFC इज गिविंग अराउंड 99% क्लेम सेटलमेंट रेशियो जो है हमारा 99% के समथिंग है. तो दैट इज आल्सो ए वेरी हाईलाइटिंग पॉइंट कि कस्टमर शुड गो फॉर द टर्म इंश्योरेंस.
ऑफ कोर्स, एंड वही जो वो ट्रस्ट बिल्ड हो जाता है. एंड आफ्टर ऑल दिस इज most important thing is trust. On the topic of trust, Anupam, I'll come back to you, and I want to take this conversation to a different level, where I want to talk about the people that are helping customers like ourselves and their families take these financial decisions, which are insurance experts like yourselves. Because yes, the important part there is trust. It's a trust base, it's a long-term relationship between the insurance expert and the person. So somewhere there is also a purpose behind it. It's a noble profession. You are help that person's life. what drew you to this role, and from your point of view, what does it mean to you to be able to, out there with all your customers, helping secure them, their families' future?
Well, actually, we as an insurance expert, like actually working as an intermediaries and who are acting as a bridge between insurer companies and families to simplify the decisions. We have to guide our customers on continuous, different life stages for their protection, for their goals, for their retirements, and for that we have to shift, our product first approach to need first approach. That is the main thing.
Yes, that is absolutely true, because product is knowledge, but the beauty about this is that the customization is very important. Means a policy that you would suggest to me, you might not suggest that to somebody else. So that customization, I'm sure, plays a very important role.
Very true. Majority of our customers, actually are still feel that insurance is a very complex thing. So, especially in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. We have to guide our customers, we have to simplify the things, and we have to make them confident about what they are buying.
Yes, absolutely, and to see that it is perfectly fitting their needs.
Exactly.
Samir, just wanting to take this conversation to you also. So very often people think of this role of insurance expert as just mainly a sales role. We're selling a product, a service, whatever they want to call it. How would you reframe this profession, and what would your advice be to somebody who's out there, who's watching us and is considering getting into this profession?
As of now, if I give the example of my career, I'm with the HDFC Life since 2002, right? And from 2002, this is 2026,
24 years.
And 24 years gone. And I think in India, all over the world, this is a noble cause. इससे पुण्य का काम है ही कोई नहीं, क्योंकि आपने किसी को इंश्योरेंस दिया, प्रोटेक्शन दिया, चाहे उसको कोई गारंटेड प्लान दे दिया, एनीथिंग यू हैव गिवन, इट वर्क्स इन द लॉन्ग टर्म. मैं ज़रूर ये कहना चाहूँगा कि लंबे समय में, और इस प्रोफेशन में सबसे बड़ी बात जो है, देयर इज नो कैप ऑफ द हाई इनकम. यू कैन अर्न एज यू कैन. आप जितना हार्ड वर्क कर सकते हो, यू कैन गो है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. अपने फैमिली प्लानिंग के लिए, या अपने आप कह सकते हो कि फैमिली के उनके बच्चों के लिए, या अपने वाइफ या पेरेंट्स के लिए, किसी के लिए भी, उनको एक प्रॉपर अगर आपने टाइम देना है, यू आर योर ओन बॉस, right? You can go when you can go. You want to work, you can go there. Otherwise, you sit with your family, you enjoy your holidays. You can do all that. कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं है कि हाँ मैं स्ट्रक हो गया और मेरे को यहाँ से निकला नहीं जा रहा है. सबसे पुण्य का काम है कि कस्टमर को अपने उनको क्या क्या जो प्रोटेक्शंस दे दिए, और इसका सही मायने में तब मजा आता है कि जब उनको वो एक बड़ी अमाउंट उनके घर पे आती है. राइट. आपने प्रोटेक्शन किसी को दे दिया, लेकिन प्रोटेक्शन देने के बाद दिस इज ओनली द बॉन्डिंग एंड ट्रस्ट, कि वही इंश्योरेंस एडवाइजर, सब लोग दौड़ जाते हैं उससे, वही खड़ा रहता है. कोई भी मिस हैपनिंग होती है, कोई भी लाइफ में चेंज आता है, अनफॉर्सिन कोई भी इवेंट्स आते हैं, तो लाइफ इंश्योरेंस जो एडवाइजर एक्सपर्ट है, ही ऑलवेज देयर विद द पीपल टू गाइड देम, टू टेल देम what is the security there and what is pending, कि वो पीछे क्या छोड़ गया है तुम्हारी फैमिली के लिए. So this is a noble cause, and I urge all the youngsters from through this channel that you people have to join this noble cause. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि आप और काम नहीं करना है, आप ये भी कर सकते हैं और बहुत सारे काम कर सकते हैं, लेकिन ये एक ऐसा पुण्य का काम है, आप लोगों को प्रोटेक्शन देने के साथ साथ, उनकी बॉन्डिंग के साथ साथ, उनके ट्रस्ट के साथ साथ उनका एक भला भी कर रहे हैं जी. और इससे बड़ा मेरे हिसाब से कोई पुण्य का काम नहीं.
तो समीर, मैं थोड़ा आपसे एक डेविल्स एडवोकेट प्ले करूंगा आपसे. एक वो भी होता है लोग जो इसमें अब शुरू करना चाहें, तो पहले उन्हें लगा हुआ कि स्टार्ट बहुत स्लो है, कमाई नहीं हो रही है, तो उसे आप उन्हें कैसे गाइडेंस देंगे या उन्हें कैसे समझाएंगे इसके बारे में? क्योंकि जैसे आपके 24 साल हो गए, इन सब के भी आई एम श्योर many decades have happened here. So what is that longevity in this career that you can guide our viewers?
हर बिजनेस में, हर काम में, हर जॉब में एक ही चीज़ काम करती है, दैट इज़ कंसिस्टेंसी। अगर आप किसी भी चीज़ में कंसिस्टेंट हैं, अगर आपको उसके प्रति आप एक लगन है, तो आप कभी भी ये नहीं हो सकता कि यू बिकम ए फेलियर। हमारे पास बहुत सारी हिस्ट्री में बहुत सारे ऐसे एग्जांपल्स हैं, बड़े बड़े लोग पहले फेलियर हुए लेकिन बाद में छा गए वो अपने वर्क, राइट। उसी तरह से ये अगर आप इंश्योरेंस करियर अगर आप चॉइस करते हैं, अगर आप उसको लेते हैं, ठीक है, मे बी कि फ्रॉम सम सॉर्ट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर, ठीक है, आपको कुछ फेस करना पड़े, लेकिन इन द लॉन्ग रन अब दिस इज an absolutely automated business for the long term.
Okay, great.
आपने एक बार काम कर लिया, आपने शुरू कर दिए, लेट अस सपोज आपने 10 साल उसमें निकाल दिए, ऑटोमेटिक एक चेन के रूप में ये आपके पास काम आता है, आपके बिकॉज ट्रस्ट, यू बिल्ड द ट्रस्ट,
राइट।
और कस्टमर्स आपके पास हैं, कस्टमर्स अब आपने उनको सर्विसेज दी हैं, तो वो कुछ भी करेंगे, एवरीथिंग विल बी कंप्लीट।
And trust comes from consistency.
Yes.
So we're back.
Sumit, I want to add 2 lines in this noble cause thing.
जी.
Basically, like we are, protecting families and we are creating social safety net for them.
Yes.
We are ensuring that if unfortunately a breadwinner will passes away, their family will remain in the same house. They'll pay debts if any. Their children will keep on, getting higher educations.
Yes.
They will live with the same legacy and peace of mind with which they were of used to. So that is the main thing which actually we all are doing, and through this protection we urge people that you should definitely go for the protection first of all. This protection should be the chapter first in your book, as you said just now.
Absolutely, 100%. Manish, I'll bring you back in the conversation. एक चीज़ होती है, जैसे समीर ने कहा कि फॉर यंग प्रोफेशनल्स इट्स अ ग्रेट थिंग, बट एक्चुअली तो रिटायरीज भी हो, विमेन हो जो मतलब हाउस वाइफ्स, होम मेकर्स हैं, वो भी कर सकते हैं ये। दिस इज लाइक ही सेड, देयर इज नो फिक्स्ड टाइम कि 9 बजे ही ऑफिस में आना है, 5 बजे जाना है। यू कैन वर्क अराउंड दिस। तो आपके हिसाब से, आपके एक्सपीरियंस से, ये प्रोफेशन जिसमें जो फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी भी है, इंडिपेंडेंस भी है, प्लस इट्स अ नोबल प्रोफेशन, वो आपको कैसे फाइनेंशियली और पर्सनली भी एम्पावर किया है? इसमें आपका क्या एक्सपीरियंस रहा है?
Mr. Sumit, I am in this industry since last 25 years. और ये एक ऐसा बिजनेस है एक अच्छे ब्रांड के साथ जुड़ने का जिसमें आपकी कोई कॉस्ट नहीं है, कोई आपको पैसा इन्वेस्ट नहीं करना है, और टाइम आप अपने हिसाब से इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं
जी।
ये प्रोफेशन यंग्स के लिए है, यंगर जनरेशन के लिए है, ये प्रोफेशन लेडीज़ के लिए है, होम मेकर के लिए, ये प्रोफेशन एक रिटायरीज के लिए है। अपने अपने हिसाब से वो टाइम अलॉट कर सकते हैं। सेकेंडली, ये बेसिकली एक आर्ट है, एक स्किल है कि आप कस्टमर की नीड को कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं, और जब आप कस्टमर की नीड को आइडेंटिफाई करके आप उसके अकॉर्डिंगली बेचेंगे तो नथिंग लाइक इट, वो कस्टमर हमेशा ज़िंदगी भर आपका रहेगा। मैं आपको एक छोटी सी कहानी सुनाता हूँ कि एक कस्टमर से मैं मिला, और जब वो उसने मना कर दिया इंश्योरेंस के लिए, तो मैंने उससे पूछा कि आप कोई ऐसे 2 लोगों के, जो हमारी प्रैक्टिस है कि आप 2 लोगों के नाम बताइए जो आपको हेल्प कर देंगे इन टफ टाइम, तो उसने किसी का नहीं दिया। उसके बाद जब मैंने उसको पॉलिसी दी, और उसके 10 साल बाद जब मैंने उससे पूछा अब आप नाम बताइए, तो उसने मेरा नाम लिख के दिया।
अरे वाह।
सो इट इज़ ए स्टोरी ऑफ इमोशंस, इट इज़ ए स्टोरी ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी, हार्ड वर्क। आपकी यदि राइट स्ट्रेटेजी है, आप ढंग से स्ट्रेटेजी बना के काम करते हैं, और कंटिन्यूस लर्निंग प्रोसेस है, जिसमें मैं HDFC लाइफ के लिए कहूँगा कि हमारा जो लर्निंग मॉड्यूल है, इतना इंटेंसिव ट्रेनिंग का है, इतनी इंटेंसिव लर्निंग है कि हम कस्टमर की नीड बेस्ड सेलिंग करते हैं। कस्टमर के क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है, हर कस्टमर को एक सा प्रोडक्ट नहीं देते हैं। सेकेंडली, इसमें इनकम अनलिमिटेड है। अनलिमिटेड मीन्स आप अपनी अर्निंग को बढ़ा सकते हैं, अपने काम के आवर्स के हिसाब से आप डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कि मुझे कितने घंटे काम करना है और क्या काम करना है, किस सेगमेंट में काम करना है। ये एक रिकॉग्निशन देता है आपको। फॉर मी, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल इंप्रूव हुई है, मेरी रिलेशनशिप इंप्रूव हुई है, और मैं कहूँ तो मेरी इनकम भी इंप्रूव हुई है इसके अंदर। तो बेसिकली यदि आप एक स्ट्रेटेजी के साथ काम करते हैं, लर्निंग प्रोसेस रखते हैं, और कस्टमर के साथ ऑनेस्ट रहते हैं, तो इसके जैसा बिजनेस आज की तारीख में।
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया। गिरीश, आई वांट टू कम टू यू नाउ ऑन अनदर इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक। सी, द वर्ल्ड हैज चेंज्ड, वी आर ऑल digital now, everything is technology, digital, every business is a digital business, technology business, etc., etc. So also it's impacted insurance, and so also it's impacted the way insurance experts work. How are you seeing this evolution as technology advances? How important still is the human element? How is technology and the human element coming together? Wanting to get your thoughts on this, and where are you seeing, how are you seeing the human role still being relevant?
Yes, certainly. I think technology has significantly improved the way insurance is delivered today. So, may it be onboarding process, may it be documentation, servicing, everything is technology based, using various tools, etc. So, it's much faster and seamless nowadays. Also, with the available data, the advisors are in a good position to understand the exact requirements of the customers and guide them properly. But however, this insurance industry is little different. So, the decision of buying an insurance is a long-term decision, and often it is deeply personal, and rather than being just a financial decision, it's emotional as well.
Yes.
And that's exactly where the human interaction comes into a picture, like as a crucial part. So, I think yes, technology can make us efficient while operating, but while taking the right decision for the customer, I think it is the trust that is required, rather the assurance is required, and humans are required over there. Systems can't do that. So, I think it's a blend of both the improved technology as well as the human interface. Rather, I would say that technology has given chance to the advisors to do what they are actually supposed to do, that is guiding and providing the right, helping for the decision, right decisions.
So, this is definitely one career that AI is not going to take away. So, that's good to hear. So, Vaibhav, coming to you as we start wrapping up this discussion. So, the agency channel, it's been a bedrock of life insurance distribution, because like we've also discussing, the human element is it's critical for any customer to get to insurance. But as digital grows, and of course that's helping the insurance, the penetration, how do you see insurance expert, the full community, how do you see them evolve and become more and more as the most trusted face of insurance? And of course, from where you are seated, how do you see HDFC Life driving this insurance awareness and bringing about financial resilience among Indians?
Yeah, so it's a very important question, I would say. So let me try and share, why do people buy life insurance? Why do customers buy life insurance? They don't buy life insurance because they understand actuarial concepts. They don't understand risk pricing, right? They buy insurance because somebody sits with them and asks them some very important, deep personal questions. What will happen to your family's dreams if you are not there, right? What will happen to your child's education if you are not there, right? These are very deep personal questions. And when you ask these questions, right, you develop a trust with that person who is asking you these questions and helping you solve these questions for you, right? And that's where the trust-led model of insurance experts comes in. And that's what makes this profession irreplaceable through technology, through Gen AI, through any digital tool. At the same time, as all our insurance experts said, digital has really transformed the way we sell. At HDFC Life, we are investing heavily in the technology and transformation, and we have been on the path to become a Gen AI enabled organization, starting from sales pitching to customer onboarding to customer service to claims. Every process is now getting transformed using technology, and all these processes will only help our insurance experts sitting here and many more in the nation to be able to offer the right advice to our customers, to be able to service them well, to be able to issue policies on the go, and to be able to give the real moment of truth, which is claims, in the most efficient manner, right? So I think technology, using all the digital tools today, with what HDFC Life is investing in, and apart from technology, we have the best products. We are the most innovative, we are the forefront of innovation and products in India. We are improving our reach. We have opened about 260 branches over the last 2 years, and with all this investment, I think the future is only bright for life insurance in India, with people like the insurance experts sitting here, and many more in the field today. So yeah, I think that's where the future is extremely positive.
Fantastic. Weber, just one more point that I would like you to elaborate on is because like Manish was also saying, you know, the training aspect, because as you're innovating products, the reason you're innovating products is because somewhere out there in the environment there are some changes that you're seeing there. So how important is the training of these insurance experts also at HDFC Life? So I'm guessing it's like an ongoing,
it's an
continuous
immensely
thing.
important part of the entire proposition that we offer our insurance experts with. In fact, GenAI, the first use case of GenAI in insurance, life in our organization, like HDFC Life, about 1.5 years ago was training.
Okay.
So we deployed GenAI tools on training to empower our insurance experts with the best, world-class, possible tools in training and educating them how to pitch a product, how to do need assessment, how to convince customers of how to solve their queries. And all this becomes so easy with GenAI today.
Yeah.
Because the GenAI is actually talking to you alive. There's no physical trainer required anymore. I mean, our insurance experts can open an app and just rehearse a sales pitch with the GenAI tool available. So I think it's completely transformative.
Absolutely, 100%. It just helps them to be able to address the need of the client, the customer, whenever the client and the customer needs it. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Vaibhav. Thank you, Anupam. Thank you, Samir, Girish and Manish for a very insightful and engrossing discussion. And I'm sure our viewers have also enjoyed this and are taking back home many, many important lessons. But of course, the first, the biggest, the most important lesson is to get protection plan, to get a protection for yourself and your family's financial future. Thank you so much for watching.